Alright, I mean, yeah. I ran into the game crashing a couple times, but never to the point that the game crashed my PC to a degree, you could say, right? Like it overloaded the camera, it crashed the streaming software, and it also screwed over the PC interface. So that is interesting. That hasn't happened before. That has not happened before. I am, yeah, very surprised by that. That is the power of Luke, apparently. That is pretty unbelievable. But yeah, no, we should be fine. We just go back in, and everything should be fine. Where are we in the turn? What is going on? I don't know. Okay, we have a bunch of bullet cards. I guess we play them. No. Seems about right. Oh! I think it's... You know what happened? We played cards, and while we played cards, Mika got mind broken, and then the game wasn't quite sure what happened between Mika being mind broken, us having played cards, and having played a card that was meant to select something that didn't work. So, yeah. That's truly curious. We are indeed back, yes. Luke wasn't able to stop us for long. The dogs claim another victim. Maybe they do. Let's move this like this. Okay, there we go. Let's move ourselves over here again. Ta-da! Hello! How do you get the legendary version? Oh, is this the one where we get the legendary one? Because we're in the rare event? Like the mythic one? Yeah, nice! I mean, we can roll a 7, right? Remove 2 is very sweet, but a 10% attack boost is sweeter. Well, there you go. Yeah. We should have probably picked the bottom path, but that will be fine. Alright, so mental breakdown goes. We attack for the morale boost. Then we shoot. We shoot again. And then we just shoot some more. For those of you in the know, we are going to continue shooting. Mayolele E2 and Luke E2 sitting level 1 on the bench, no resources. The next season should help, unless you intend to build Yuki. Like, for example, you could use the resources from the Yuki event to build a Luke, if you wanted to. Is all the baths are the same? What bath? What bath? Are all the paths the same? No. Nah, man, I need an AoE. This patch might be golden. Everybody needs an AoE. There's AoE. There's so few of them. Do you think Yuki is good? Oh, absolutely, I think so. Do you know if you get stuck, you can change the quality and back instead of rebooting the game? No, I didn't know, but that's probably what we're going to do from now on. Because that's something that somebody told us. This is an interesting card. It's an upgrade card that gives a 40% damage increase to cards costing 1 or above. And furthermore adds 1 cost to those cards. Interesting. Alright, Beyond the Forest. For those of you that have already done it... Oh no, it just works. Okay, so we can just go in. Select 1 card from all rare legendary public cards. Or trigger 1 epiphany to 1 selected card. I mean, our Luke unfortunately has all his cards epiphanied already, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. So we're probably just gonna pick a gear bag and slap it on Mika. Is Ray better than Lucas for Luke? Probably not. I just don't have a Lucas build. He's level 10 or something. No. The rally though. Yeah, but if you have the chance to go for a gear bag, you might as well try gear bag stacking. I wonder how many of those we keep. Would the 40% damage bonus be multiplicative? I would assume so, but obviously no guarantees. Why are these eggs so tanky? And at least we can draw extra next turn, which is something. No, I meant like the HP. Why would they have like 2000 HP, you know? Scam. Hey, welcome back, Mika. Let's draw some more cards. And then some more cards. So that we can... How many cards do we have on hand now? So many. 9. Okay, we play this. As well as this one. Then we increase bullet damage to pull some more cards. And then we just start shooting. Good stuff. Luke, is Mika. Yeah. Or maybe you could even get away with something else. We're probably going to be running Cassius the next time around. Decrease health by 20, increase max health. We don't need the max health. We're basically finished with this map. I guess we go for the common cards. Maybe we get a rally. Maybe not. What memory sets would Khalib need? At minimum the defense 2-piece, and then it's between the crit damage 2-piece, the line of justice 4-piece, the instinct 4-piece. Yeah, I think it's kind of between those at that point. There's no way they allow us to keep this Mika safe, right? That'd be very sweet one. Okay, now that we've put in the attack card... now for sure not. Maybe without the attack card, maybe we had like a slight bit of a chance, but now, it's probably game over. The legally distinct Sauron event. What do you think Luki's best comp? Probably Nia Cassius. Alright, bullet time. This is what we've been trained for. Whatever that means. Nice, we get some shots. So then we start with the ult. Yo, good stuff, WG, but can't believe you didn't consider Karen as a big AoE in these season 0 standouts. I mean, I didn't want to make the list too long, right? At that point, I could have just also been glazing every single unit, but I think 5 was quite a good number. And, I mean, Karen, on the note of AoE, sometimes in situations where you would like to get the AoE, he's just not doing it, you know what I mean? That's a decent amount of hits. But I think we just broke him here, right? So we couldn't have played it like in a different order. True, but if the 7 to 0 AP card copied, yeah. But you could also, for example, get the Haru Epiphany that gives you attack weakness on the AoE card, copy that multiple times, and you have a scary AoE card on your hand as well. Is Rescue Merit be available every 300? It's just a one-time thing. It's not every 300, unfortunately. Good stuff. Is the stream lagging? It shouldn't. Shouldn't be. Alright, let's see. Let's pull ourselves this card. And then just bye-bye. Oh, he's invulnerable. Oh. Okay. Stream is frame dropping. Let me check YouTube. Oh, they reset my settings. Damn. We are currently streaming at a bitrate of 20,000 rather than 6,800. So I think we're giving YouTube a bit too much frame data, I guess. But yeah, okay. So the Luke crash actually did more than just that. It also reset my settings in OBS. I mean, okay. That is new. But I mean, sure. I guess. Yep. Surely too powerful. Who's the better member on the Chester team between Nia and Cassius? Cassius is more reliable, Nia has a higher potential. Courtship. An ether event occurs in one normal battle area. A what? Yeah, we're gonna do another run, yeah. But a what occurs a where and a why and a how? Purple pony shit, what does that even mean? Pinata mob? Oh. Okay. I guess we're having a lot of people saying a lot of different things. Okay, what did our Mika keep? Not a lot. I mean, I guess we lost one gear back and we got one water arrow back in. I mean, okay, sure. Oh yeah, you know, now I remember. Luke's the funny guy who just does a lot of fun stuff, right? He gives himself more stress for no reason. Yeah, I remember now. Luke gives himself more stress when you kill people with him, which is... It's just so silly. It don't make no sense, you know? Alright, so I think we said we wanted to play Cassius, right? Stress level for existing. Yep. The real difference between Cassius and Nika is deck draw control versus shuffling madness. Yep, it is madness versus control, indeed. Alright, give us a random rare card. I mean, this could be slightly useful. But we skip it anyway. Apparently Mika gets stressed easily because she auto-heals when gaining stress on E2. How would that... Shouldn't that reduce the stress? You know, like if you think about it. Shouldn't that reduce the stress that she takes? Because she auto-heals, which reduces stress every time she takes stress? Like... How would it be more? You know what I mean? Is there a way for us to get 2 question marks here? Doesn't look like it. Because this one is only up. Yeah, I mean, I guess we go straight through the middle. I appreciate it, Elia. Alright, what kind of card we get? Shuffle. Hey, the 111 quest. Not that we can really do much with it, but yeah. Good that that exists or something. Oh yeah, I don't think there's a stronger perk in existence than the creation card perk for Luke. Thinking about all the different sources and all the amounts of cards he creates. I mean, obviously the same is true for like a Tresor. But damn. Like, we play the bullets. We get the bullets in the first place, it's gonna be more bullets. We play the 3 bullets, we get 2 more bullets, it's gonna be more bullets. We play 5 bullets, we get 1 more bullet, it's gonna be more bullets. So, it's gonna be a lot of bullets. Yuki for AoE or copy Haru's AoE card multiple times? Probably Yuki for AoE. She's dedicated, whereas Haru is only like a side job AoE character. Tressa, Renoa, Veronica, Luke, or Leia as well. Yeah, I mean any character that creates cards. I guess to a degree even Beryl. Is there Luke E2? Yes. Yes, he is. Bullets equals bullets. We need more bullets. Yes, very true. Very true. Deadly shot. Yeah, no. Luke on those creating maps is a cheat code? Yes. Any creation character is a cheat code on these maps. And I feel like that buff is more common than you would think. Is Haru good in single AoE? What is a single AoE? Right? Like, what's that? Single target? Haru is amazing at single target. Can you do DPS, Veronica? I mean, Veronica is always a DPS. Just most of the time a sub DPS. Let's go. Probably the 2-2. Would the one cost memory fragment set work on Yuki? I'm coping. It depends. Like, if inspiration only works once and you cannot reduce the cost of the 5th card of Yuki to below 1, sure, it would work. But if you can reduce it to 0, then you might just be better off not doing so. And also she has different epiphanies that definitely go above that 1 cost or below that 1 cost mark. What is extra damage on memory fragments? Extra damage is something that, in general, all rangers tend to have some type of extra damage mechanic, like Beryl, like Hugo, like Selena. Extra damage is also part of, for example, the Mark debuff. The Mark debuff deals extra damage. It's kind of like character specific. Like, for example, Renoa, right? Renoa's bullets are extra damage. Whenever extra damage is mentioned anywhere, that damage is getting boosted by you having extra damage on the substats. Yay, gambling. What ballista do I prefer? I think the piercing one is pretty sweet. But only if you're playing like shielded targets. The giant one, it can be quite nice, especially if you can get it to like a really high multiplier. I don't know, I like him, or maybe my least favorite is potentially the 2-hit one. Should you go Olea or Mei Lin for your selector? I don't think that's a real question at the moment. You probably should go with Mei Lin. Alright, what we get here? Discard all cards in hand, draw as many as the card result. No, draw 3 if the total cost of these cards is 4 or less. Discard them all. Okay, I guess we shuffle only a specific amount of cards then. Is Luke good with Hugo? It's okay. But Tressa is just better. Unless you obviously have E2 Luke. Then you're going to get your attacks to get rid of the hunting command stacks, right? What was the Cassius doing? Where did all these attacks come from? Huh. Good stuff. I like it. Is the defense main stat imagination piece with crit damage percent, extra damage percent, attack percent, and attack flat cracked? Defense main stat imagination piece with crit damage, extra damage, attack percent, and attack flat cracked. Where's the crit chance? Is probably what I would ask. No damage, man. Am I pulling for Yuki? Yes, yes I am. Who do you put in your Haru team? A Mika. And then anybody else, but preferred units are, for example, Beryl, Khalib, Cassius, maybe even Owen. Why did they do 0 damage there? The monster had an effect that every time it got hit, it got 10% damage reduction. And it got hit so often that the damage reduction went up to 130%. Meaning that any attack card with less than a 130% multiplier just did no damage. How'd you build Cassius? I guess one of two ways. If you're running him solo healer, you're probably better off building him with full defense. Or in general, the more generalized build is going to be like a defensive approach. But if you have like a plan for your Cassius, or if you're playing him with a bunch of attack cards and if you want him to deal damage, then you just build him like any other DPS. Where did all my cards go? Big betrayal. You're gonna lose it, you need units. Everybody needs units. Which is a good reminder for me to start farming units. So that I can at least upgrade Yuki a little bit. Two more days and millions on units. True and real. What even is going on, man? Yeah, keep in mind we have him fully built on healing right now. Just play all the cards, no thought? Yes. Mostly. Anything that's 0 cost, we might as well just play it. Is this only possible with E2? No, the reason why this is possible is because we have an epiphany for the fight. That gives us a 25% chance to clone any creation card we get. So we clone the quest reward cards from Cassius. we clone the bullets from Luke. And that's the reason why, right? It's a 25% chance to get one extra one. And it triggers around like 2, 3, maybe 4 times per fight due to us just getting that many cards. Do I need to discover the EQ equipment and cares before I can earn them inside the Zero system? Yes. But there is, at least that's the general, but there is certain events that can give you gear from anything. In general, if you want to like buy them from the Delang shop, you have to discover them, or you have to like earn the discovery level on a planet. But certain events can, like certain like random gear piece granting events can pretty much give you pieces even though you haven't yet unlocked them. Does this only work with Luke? No, the creation epiphany works with Olea, works with Tressa, works with Luke, works with Kalib, works with Mika. It works with anybody that creates any amount of cards. What the fuck is happening? Good question. What makes Luke's good better than Hugo? I have both level 50 and can't take Kalib out of most teams. She's so safe. Nothing necessarily that makes Luke good. It's just he's fun to play. He just shoots a bunch of bullets and that's all he does really. Alright, let's start a quest. We're starting the 000 quest again. This is going to be a fun fight. So let's shuffle our hand. Let's create some bullets. It doesn't look like we actually gain anything crazy. Maybe with the wave, with the shield, with the attack. Yeah, not a very exciting turn. Alright, there we go. Keep him coming. Is Luke E2 worth the build? Oh, absolutely. If you just really want to get like the absolute most out of him, I would recommend going for his partner as well. You got Renoa E1. She's level 20. Why do the bullets keep coming? We get 1 bullet on the 5th bullet used each turn, and we get 2 bullets every 3 bullets used. So that's why. Maybe I should have, yeah, I should have taken a look to the card we pulled. It's what it is. Now, I find it quite curious that we have negative morale, which basically means we're dealing no damage. I mean, I guess define no damage. How do you use Ray as a support? You get rid of the basic attacks most of the time, or at least the healing. What do we have here? 170 for the next, 120 for the next 2, 120 for the next, draw 1. I mean, this is quite good, because we have a lead artifact that, like, plays this instantly at the start of a turn. But yeah, no, for Ray, what you want to do is you want to kind of see with which character you're playing, right? If you have any character that has anything to do with 1 cost or lower cost cards, or even just void cards, that's kind of her time to shine. And yeah, you basically copy snack time. The more snack times you have, especially godly epiphanies with AP and such, the better. I think this is going to be a godly epiphany, right? Which Luke card would benefit the most? Oh, shit. No, wait. It's Epiphany 1. So it's probably going to be just a normal Epiphany, right? Yeah, okay. Nah. Yeah, events before the interior truly aren't that crazy when it comes to epiphanies. Does she not work with Karen? Oh, she absolutely works with Karen due to Karen just having void cards instead of like the 1 cost, 2 cost. But Karen also has a bunch of 1 cost cards. There's a lot of stuff you can make happen with a Karen. Is it a waste to 3x7 potential node activation from Growth Guide on the basic cards? No. I wouldn't say it's a waste. It can be useful on, for example, healers, but you should at least look towards making it happen on the come on, brain. Make it happen on your main DPS. Alright, let's get ourselves a gear bag. See what else we can find. Nothing. Huh? Why? Is that a map thing? Oh yeah, we can't rest in safe areas. That's great. But I also don't want to buy a card, so I guess we just skip. Does Anchor Shot count as a basic? No, Anchor Shot is a unique card. Sacred Warning. Is this card again? Huh. Huh. Where do you farm traces of memory to craft better gear? By selling legendary gear. You can sell legendary gear to get 10. How can you make Cassius and Kayron work together? I mean, you can use them to deck search for dedicated pieces that allow you to get more futilities. The only problem is futilities that you discard are kinda useless unless you have E3 Kayron for his ult discard in graveyard, or you have Kayron's partner. So if you don't have Kayron's partner, like the dedicated one Briar or an E3 Kayron, discarding cards isn't the best thing in the world. What support am I going to use for Yuki? Nia and Cassius at the same time. Ara? Alright, let's get ourselves a quest. Let's get rid of some cards. Yep, we are indeed back. The Luke's power decided to completely crash the stream, which was kind of funny. A little bit. Alright, bullet time. This should be a lot of shots. And if I say a lot of shots, I mean it. And we could have probably increased the bullet damage by 20%. We'll be fine. Now we get some more. And we do it one more time. And we do one more. Alright, we have 11. Which is good. The only issue is it's only a 60% multiplier. Which is very low. And this also doesn't count as a bullet card. What's the basic crit chance we need to have 100% with your setup plus E2 plus Janet? You want 41%. If you want to hit the crit chance required for the rapid fire, you need 41% because you get 9% from the partner. So if you have 41%, meaning 14% either from substats or from potential, plus 27% from the necklace, you're going to be able to hit 100% on the rapid fire. Khalib's ego manifestations aren't very important, are they? Yeah, they aren't really that important, you're right. So Yuki plus Nia plus Cassis will be the best team? I don't know. I know it will be a good team, but there's no way I could be like, yeah, it's gonna be the best team. I don't know. Whoops. We played that in the wrong order. So for those of you that were around when our whole stream, our whole PC, our whole setup crashed, this is a pretty similar situation. Somebody said we can just change the FPS and it's going to fix itself. Nice. Good job. Appreciate it. So yeah, when you spam cards and while you spam cards, a character goes into breakdown. That just leads to the system going wee wee wee. Is Tyrant the hardest debuff in Chaos? I think the hardest debuff in Chaos is the one that cuts your max HP. How many cards in your deck is good to have? I feel like more cards mean less. Join the cards you want. You obviously always want to have as few cards as possible, which is the reason why at shops and at events, when you get rid of cards, you try to get rid of basic cards because those cards have the lowest impact. No, the gangrene thing isn't that bad because the only thing it does is it deals 2% max HP. Like it doesn't reduce your max HP, it just does damage equal to X amount of percent of your max HP. So it is very manageable. Whatever you need to get 2 yellow at the end of a chaos, I think it's 7+, yes. But I think on 8 you're guaranteed. Hey, welcome back. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's draw ourselves a little something. We have to build Lucas. Yeah, we have to build Lucas just to see how this runs if you run like a E2 Luke with the Lucas. We don't even have a choice. It's like we must do it. So I guess all my daily stamina for today is probably gonna get spent on trying to get a Lucas up to like level 50-ish? No, wait, I'm out of character experience. No, fuck, yeah, we're cooked. Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't build Lucas. I'm at the point where I don't have any character experience anymore. Yeah. That's... Yeah. Yeah. Could be better. Veronica's Ballistas are unique cards. Selena triggering marks after Luke would be cool to see too. Unfortunately also not built. Sadly. I don't have XP, I don't have units, yep. Truly tough times we live in, aren't we? Luke's bullets are neutral though. Yes, Luke's bullets are neutral, Veronica's ballistas are unique. Don't ask me why, okay? I don't know. I don't know. What does the infection card do? It does a big amount of damage, a big amount of damage based on the cards you have in hand, and then it puts a contamination card, which is a debuff card, into your deck, kind of like as a payment for using that strong card. Put Olea last night, what team would be fun on her when I only got Veronica, Luke, Renoa, and Karen as 5 stars? Barrel team. Barrel team is really fun. Run Olea, run Barrel, and then run any third, like for example Veronica. Veronica or Leia Barrel is kind of fun, I guess. Though managing your hand is going to be requiring a lot of thought. Just your difficulty 9 promotion planet on a legendary map of all maps. Hey, best of luck. After reaching 300 standard points, do I switch to the partner rescue? No. No. I still haven't done a single summon on the partner banner. Unless you like more than, like, unless you're okay with like 5 or more of the partners you could pull, and you would be happy with any of those 5, I would not be pulling on that banner. So yeah. You don't need luck, you just get, oh, hey, sweet. Does anything on barrel count as extra damage? Oh yeah, the barrel, no, the opening found card for barrel, the upgrade card, has extra attack damage. Has anybody found out if there's like a point to always saving all spirits? Like, is there like a mega spirit that rewards you for like saving spirits or something? I have 2 teams. Hugo, Tressa, Mika, and Mia, May, Selena, Ray. Don't think I want to pull for another unit. If not, to upgrade one of those teams, so at least use the same companions. You know, upgrading units and stuff like that should be more easily obtainable starting next season, due to us getting sent units in the mail from the start of the season. Due to us getting... what else are we getting? Getting the retroactive level rewards, the reward track for the new season, the increased chaos track, probably new expeditions for the new planet that releases with the new season. So it shouldn't be as much of a resource scarcity anymore. I think you just get an achievement for helping them like 50 times, but maybe there's something more. Yeah, maybe. Oh wow. I should not have done this. I should have just shot the bullets. Oh no, wait, I can pick what I discard. Huh. It's affinity level 20, and it's also the last time you need that whatsoever. So affinity 20 is the highest level you need to reach on any character affinity wise. Alright, so it's the standard one instead of the mythic one as we had last round. In the name of the forest, I ask you this. To thee you shall answer. I seek death. Yes, we are not dying today. What's the best team for Barrel? Oh, there's plenty of teams for Barrel. But Barrel or Leia is very fun to play. But yeah, no, there's plenty. Plenty. You can pretty much slaughter into any team. No. They should make the yeah, somebody was also asking for a, what was it? A speed up option. An option to speed up the text. At least for events that you've already seen, you know? That could also be indeed quite helpful. Hey, hello. Hey, leave me alone. Have we already made it to the first boss? We did, right? We're already at the second one? Yeah, we have to be, otherwise we wouldn't have found the deer. What were we allowed to copy for the first boss? Wasn't a loot card, huh? Tough. Alright, let's give ourselves 20% additional damage for our bullets cards for this run, cause why not? Is that a 0 dupe Luke? No. 2 dupe Luke. It's not. It's a European, I mean, I guess. Will this game have skins? They did say they were working on something called a corruption feature. So you could potentially expect, you know, like Nightmare Fuel skins. So, yeah. In the dev interview at least, they were teasing something like a corruption. But, I don't know. For now, we only have the, the upgrade card thingy things. Also, we need more damage multipliers for our Luke. My guy's doing no damage. Morale is very important here. That's for sure. Alright, what's this? Whirlpool? Whirlpool. It is indeed. How much rally is enough? You cannot have enough rally. Wanna know why? Because it replaces itself. You can never have enough rally cards. It is always a net positive, especially with epiphanies. So, yeah, it has haste, so it can never be countered. It increases action count, so there is no enough for the amount of rallies. It just doesn't exist. Do you know what to focus on simulation right now? Just reach 50 and you're short of units to level up? You don't want to level up to 55 out of 60 anyway. Ignore the quest. That's a quest that you need to do in months. Do not start leveling up characters to 55. It is not worth it. This is the last challenge. You're going to get the summons anyway. You're going to go broke. You're going to get sad. And you're going to want to quit if you start upgrading 5 units to level 55. Don't do it. Stay away. It's only going to make you sad. Yeah. Don't do it. Bad idea. What you should be doing right now is trying to push the zero system as high as possible so you can continue farming gear. You could upgrade your main DPS to level 60. You can indeed go for units. Come on, we can get a 14. Shit. You're only your 2 main DPS to 55 and that's it when you're 50. I mean, yeah, then just, let's see. Yeah, exactly. You want to level up your main DPS. Anybody else stays 50 or even 40. Ego skill count. Ego skill draw counts as inspiration too. It does say ability rather than from a card effect. So it should count as well, yes. Tomorrow the update out? We don't know. That's the crazy part. We don't know. It could be tomorrow, it could be the day after. It could be at any point in time, but what we at least know is that it's probably going to be at minimum in something more than 14 hours. I have everyone in the game except Mei Lin building everybody to 50 and 40. What teams do you recommend for Khalib and Cassius? Mika, Haru, Khalib is just quite solid. Or Mika, Veronica, Khalib, also quite solid. Yeah, but the Korean 12th happens like, what is it, 8 hours? I think the Koreans are like 8 or 9 hours ahead of like Europe and like more, probably even more compared to US. I'm not even quite sure. Like we don't even know the exact time, right? That's the crazy part. I'd obviously inform you the moment we know more, but for now, it's all just a guessing game. We could check the Twitter right now real quick to see if maybe they've posted something more specific. CZ and Twitter, or I guess X. Is there anything more? No. It is the 12th, but it could be the Korean 12th, it could be Europe 12th, it could be at any point in time. Nobody knows. The Korean 12th is in 20 hours or less, and the JP stream is tomorrow or in 14 hours and something. How do you beat the Ether quick and easy? Multi-hits. Yeah. Why do we have negative morale by 20%? And why does that make all our damage look so shit? These numbers. Very sad. The curse card is reducing our morale. You could be right. Are there any units that can cleanse debuffs? There is a card called there's a card effect, or I guess a buff effect called immunity, and that stops the first debuff or however many stacks you have of it from applying to you. So by applying immunity, you prevent yourself from getting the debuffs in the first place, but cleansing debuffs, I don't think in that form actually exists. Maybe there's like a neutral card that does so. If not, if you get like negative morale, you just have to get positive morale to, you know, trade it. You know what I mean? Like if you have negative 1 morale, just get +2 morale so you get positive morale. What the fuck? You see this shit? Like, 90% of our bullets are dealing no damage. Scam. That is some tiny multipliers. Hey, it's this guy again. I mean, I guess. Why is he justice? That's not nice. Do you kill this guy whenever he appears, or do you flee in general? In 95.678, of cases, I just kill him. Oh. Our stress levels are kinda low. Let's see what happens. What's been the best loot you've seen the Cthulhu guy drop? I like the weapon that gives you 12% attack. Oh, that's a lot of stress. Wow. That is a lot of stress. Interesting. What happens now? Are we dead? With like everybody almost going into link break? We probably don't want them in the break state at the same time, right? Hey, Luke's shooting us. Casual. Oh yeah, I think it's over, right? Everybody's going crazy. Okay, interesting. So that's a new one. It was totally worth it challenging the guy. Possessions are fleeting. What does that mean? What does that mean? Speak. Oh yeah, and we cannot use rest areas. Nice. we are still very close to getting mega cooked. It's suboptimal. So, alright, notice to self. Do not, under any circumstances, spam attack Cthulhu in second phase. He might not deal damage, but the amount of stress you take is a little silly. Alright, okay, we're safe. Luke made it out of stress, so we should be safe. Just came here, Luke is stressed. How I know it's going to be a good stream? No, he's not stressed. Look at him. He's perfectly fine. Trust me. Alright, we are looking for probably rapid fire. We just create some bullets. Then we use our ult. Pew pew! And then do the straight thing. Do the attack. Hey. Boom. And we just continue. Okay, that's a little too silly to miss. We're actually going to activate our partner here. So let's do what we just did. We started with this. Then we got ourselves the blessing. Then we got ourselves the Joker. No, we activated this one. Then we played the Joker to get this card. Then we activated this one. Then we activate the partner card. And then we get ourselves the morale. And then we start blasting. I think there was slightly less bullets than the last turn, but it was still a decent amount of bullets. So we open up with a bullet. My guy is invulnerable. That's unfortunate. But I guess it is what it is. Why sometimes your duplicated cards will be deleted after a run? Too much save data. Too much data for the deck, and then they're like, okay, so you're over the limit, so we have to put cards back in or remove cards that have been duplicated. Does Veronica's partner work on Hugo? Yes, it does work on Hugo. Though, to be fair, at least Hugo's partner, it doesn't work in reverse on Veronica. Yeah, I mean, it works alright, right? Because it's extra attack damage boost. It's just not the craziest synergy in the world, I would say. So save data is based on how many cards you have? Not quite. We'll learn more when the devs finally tell us. But current assumption is everything costs save data. Putting a neutral card into your deck, save data. Removing a card from your deck, save data. Epiphany on a card, save data. Divine Epiphany on a card, more save data. Duplicating a card, save data. Duplicating a divine card, more save data. More neutral cards, gear, all that stuff. And then it just kind of like checks, are you above the limit, yes or no. And wow, we have a lot of broken people. Are any partners super broken or mandatory? No. I don't think there's a single partner in the game right now that is super broken and mandatory, but there's some really sweet ones. Like, for example, a Scarlet on a Rin, a Janet on a Luke, a Briar on a Kayron, I guess even a Marin on a Veronica. Those are all just pretty sweet, but by no means necessary. Magda, the Battle Pass partner for Magna. The Battle Pass partner is quite good. Otherwise, it's, what's her name? Erica. Erica is the best 5-star for Magna. Otherwise, you can just use Burger Girl. Or if you want to go the damage route, you just use Wilhelmina. What's the fastest way to farm memory fragments? Getting to difficulty 9 or 10 in the Zero system. And then beating a interior and exterior boss nets you 6 legendary right side pieces. So no real need to pull for partner banner for free to play or low spenders? Yeah, absolutely not. And even if you're free to play, you can just accumulate the summon currency. You know, the summon currency when you get like 4-star dupes, 5-star dupes, 5-star characters for the first time, 4-star characters, that stuff. You can use that to just buy the partner you want from the shop. How to make Veronica shoot like a machine gun? Find as many ballista creation epiphanies as possible. What's my highest terabyte? I don't know. It's something like a 70,000 on like a Mika or a Ray. It's nothing too crazy, but I never really tried going for like a terabyte record save. Alright, did we get anything useful out of this for Luke? Ooh, level 85. Each time a monster dies, Fury. Monsters gain Fury. Max health decrease, monsters Fury. Maybe this one? Ah, we should have picked the middle one actually. Whatever. How much defense is good? As much as you can get. Though I guess when we go by her potential, you want at minimum 300. At minimum you want 300, but that one's kind of easy to get. So I don't know, like 340, 350, 360. Maybe something in that ballpark. Briar or Scarlet is priority to buy because I use both Kayron and Malin. It's not necessarily priority, only if you just want to make the units that you already have even stronger, right? Otherwise, it's not really a priority. If I reach 100k subs, you ask Coca-Cola to sponsor the videos. Good idea. Zeta on Khalib goes indeed quite hard. Try Rin Run on Swamp Map, please. Why? Any particular reason for why we should do that? But yeah, here, look, this is my Lucas, right? Unfortunately, he's just not leveled up yet. But you've seen how many bullets we're shooting, right? Like, I think we can average around 7 bullets a turn. Which means at minimum, that should be 350% fixed damage. So long as we can get like the RPG 7 out. Maybe we could even get like a funny deck where we have 3 or 4 cards of this. So that would be like 200% fixed damage every bullet. That'd be fun. With the E1, Oh, you think? Yeah, it's base 40%. Yeah, we just don't have the experience. We want Rin video this time. I mean, we've been playing Rin for quite a while. And I just got Luke today, or his, I guess, E2. Update tomorrow? Pff, I don't know. Could be tomorrow, could be the day after. Nobody knows right now, which is kind of weird. It is indeed kind of weird. How many pulls did I do? Do I want to show you that? What time did they say on the 12th? They haven't given us a time yet. We don't know. We don't know. What would you say gives a bigger power spike? Getting Rin's partner or getting Luke E2 his partner? Probably Rin. What should I make my second team? I have Olea, Veronica, Cassius, Nia, Haru. Not sure who I should invest in. Probably Veronica. Yeah, Veronica's just the safest bet. Oh no, maybe Nia for Yuki. Just be aware that the rescue records is buggy. It often shows more than... No, I mean, it's only showing 5 per row. So it's not showing more. It's technically showing less. What does it mean to get a hero to affection level 3 in step 10? It's level 20. It's not even level 30, it's level 20. No shop limit. You know these like sands of time that allow you to undo an action? That's what it means. Who would you use the selector on out of Khalib, Veronica, Maylin? Ooh, that's a tough one. How about you hold on to the selector? And you just wait until you pull like a Khalib, a Veronica, or a Maylin. And then you just pick whoever's left. It is bugged. It can show 100 pulls if you only did 70. Maybe it tracks the standard banner. Is level 20 affection the last one so I can start working unlocking other character wallpapers? Yes, 20 is the last one. There's not a mistranslation, there's a misinterpretation. It's just trash. Like, 3 just doesn't make any sense, right? I don't know why I can't level up fast in Zero System. Because you're not beating planets that are close to the difficulty promotion level. Like, the fastest way to do it is you roll yourself a planet level 48, you beat the 48, you get a 51, you beat 51, you re-roll yourself a 58 planet, beat the 58, get a 61, beat 61, re-roll yourself a 68 planet, beat 68, get 71, beat 71, re-roll yourself a 76 planet, beat 76, no, reroll yourself 74, get 76, beat 76, then you're already difficulty 8. Then you reroll yourself a level 78 planet to get yourself a 81 planet. You beat 81 planet, then you difficulty 9 or something like that, right? Like, yeah. I mean, it depends, right? It's just faster, right? What do the color of the card names mean, like white, blue, yellow, purple? I guess you could say chance. Like, usually you get the legendary and the purple cards at the last part in your run. Otherwise, color-coded, it's just rarity. For example, for neutral cards. More, the white neutral cards are more common than the other cards and stuff like that, right? What else? Let's think. I mean, otherwise you just go like this. These three are neutral cards, basic cards, basic. These 5 are all unique cards, and then for most characters, whatever they produce is also unique. Just for some reason, for Luke, it's neutral. Yeah. Ask Luke, okay? I don't know. Luke just wanted to be different, but why? I have a question. In special recruit request, I got the 5-star at the first pull. Should I pull any more or not? Yeah. Continue pulling. It's discounted summons. You can still get 4-stars. You can get 4-star partners. You can get another 5-star. It's just there's no guarantee anymore. Yeah, Zero System is level 40 indeed. Look at our city. Our city is beautiful. S-grade. A S-grade city. Fantastic. You hit 50, did you beat the game? I don't think you've even started beating the game. I don't think you beat the game at all. But yeah, no. Now you can start thinking about where to use your stamina. Because trust me, the level up rewards, not only are they going to be incredibly hard to get, they are also going to be incredibly irrelevant. Look at this. We need 108,000 experience to the next level. So, yeah, now it's all about what do you do with your stamina. Do you farm gear? Do you get loot from the Zero System? What do you do, right? That is now the big question. What do you do? Like, for example, do you get yourself another 5-star right here? Probably not. When Cassie's card says create stronger card, what does that mean? It's just going to be a stronger version of the quest card. Like, for example, if the card usually says draw 1, I would assume it's going to draw you 2. If it says 1 morale, it's probably going to give you 2 morale. Is what possible to do in a day? I don't know. Farm potential, farm memory fragments. You can farm potential for your hyper carry if you think he's too weak. But if not, you can go for memory fragments because they're going to be the bigger power boost if your gear is kind of ass. But you can also just get the memory fragments out of the Zero System. Like, for example, how we, through us doing our couple runs, right here have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces to look at. So, let's see. Or no, I think it's just 9. Yeah, it's just 9. Alright, let's see. Order damage goblet with attack percent, health percent, ego recovery, and damage over time. That is a no-go. A health bullet of order goblet. I'm not even going to upgrade this one. A health amulet with defense, and damage over time. That is pretty good for support. A ego recovery justice thing is probably kind of garbage. Attack percent, defense set, goblet with critical damage and attack and damage over time might be super niche, but I don't have a lot of hope. 2-hit set with crit chance, health, not really. Passion damage goblet for 2 cost. Instinct damage with defense, health, damage over time in the basic set, and defense percent on the bullet of order. Bah. Bah. Best epiphany for Cassie's quest card? The pick your own quest is the best one. Because you can make it work on... it's less RNG and you can make it work on whatever your team requires. Like, for example, what if you get the 0, 1, 2 but you don't have any 2-cost cards? What if you don't really play cards of every combatant? Right? But in general, the one that lets you pick is the best. And otherwise, out of all the quests, I like the draw one. This one is only really efficient if you're spamming a whole bunch of zero cost cards and if you play him as a DPS. This one's kind of like a middle ground. And this one can at least help you boost the damage of whatever multi-hits you're doing because of the 2 morale. Is the partner summon worth it? I mean, you've seen our summon history, right? Let me show you my partner summon history. Yeah. Best team for Luke, is it Luke, Lucas, Mika? Probably, because you have the AP to play around with, you have the extra bullet cards, you have the other bullet shenanigans. For now, that might just be his best team. What's the best gear set for Barrel? I would probably say just 2-piece attack, 2-piece crit damage. If you run her with Tresor for some reason, then Agony. Otherwise, just the double 2-piece is the most reliable in pretty much all situations. 111 is the best default. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is Haru still worth it before she goes away? She might not play as big of a role during Season 1 as she did here in the preseason, due to everything else might be being a bit more geared towards like Order or potentially AoE damage. So, I mean, you can still pick her up. She's still one of the strongest single target hitting units we currently have available in the game. She can be a ton of fun to play, but by no means is she required. Do I have any tips for Twilight 10? I mean, build solid save data. Try to use units that scale fast. Try to build decks that scale fast. And if your opening hand is shit, just go out of the fight and go back in, because you can restart as many times as you want to get the best opening hand, right? Just grabbed her because of her story. I'm a sucker like that, but they're going to do a story like that for every single character coming up. Does that mean you have to grab every single character? I got it early, so I can't complain. Wouldn't go above and beyond for her though. Love her character still. Yeah, there's no need to go like crazy. She is the hardest hitting character. I mean, it depends, right? Like, for example, those people with the retain upgrade barrel and with the multi-hit Malins would probably like to disagree. But yeah. It does depend. Lost on House, Bennett to Malin on Hard Pity. Hey, that means you're guaranteed a Yuki the next 5-star you get, or I guess Haru. Any tips to progress in the Zero system? Don't play Nightmare mode. Don't play high difficulty planets. Don't play planets that have negative max HP. Play planets that you're good at. Make sure you have good right side gear and preferably also sets for your units. Make sure you bring a Mika. And yeah, try to keep your planet success rate as high as possible so that you have an easier time promoting and that you don't have to spend as many units re-rolling planets. I'm at the verge of burnout for real, feeling so restricted on anything in the game is hitting me, man. I can't make new words nor promote. I mean, with the season, you're going to get a free planet a day. They're going to reduce the cost by 20%. They're going to send you credits in the mail. They're going to give you retroactive rewards. They're going to release a whole bunch of events. They're going to release a new character breakdown story that you can play. They're going to release a new battle mission. We're going to get a new event shop and all that stuff. So, I mean, you can put the game to the side for a day and wait for the new season if you're like that tilted. I want to update the website anytime soon, but currently I'm just one guy, right? I'm not finding the time. Like I haven't even been able, like what I need to do is basically I need to go to all combatants then I need to go in right here, and I need to number one. Let's see. Let's say I go to the agent collection, right? I go to any combatants. I head to the cards. I need to obviously get a picture of all these cards. I need to cut everything out, upload it. I need to go to the epiphanies. I need to cut out all these epiphanies. Then obviously the truest for every other epiphany. We need to cut out the ultimate. I need to figure out how I translate the potential from in-game into onto the website. I need to get every single epiphany written down and put up there. That shit's gonna take a while. Is the update on Wednesday or Thursday? It is Wednesday on the 12th, but we don't know what time. I mean, it could be Tuesday, but they did say the 12th. We just don't know the time. We don't know if it's Korean time, if it's European time. We don't know if it's the middle of the night, beginning of the day. Nobody knows. That's crazy. One team is good for 0 chaos, or how much do you need to bid? Yes, one team is good enough. One team is good enough. Season 1 starts tomorrow evening? No, tomorrow evening, the moment the Haru banner ends, should at least first be a maintenance. So depending on how long said maintenance is, after that we can probably assume the season to start. The update time is like launch, yeah, but that would be 4 in the morning UTC plus 0. Who knows, right? They haven't told us. Are you going to be live for the update from the beginning in the morning? We are going to be live in 14 hours. You can set your alarm clocks if you want to. We're going to be live in 14 hours to watch the JP stream while I try to figure out, after ending the stream, how to live translate Japanese into English so that we can watch the JP stream and understand what the hell they're talking about. Yeah, so there's a big JP stream in 14 hours, and we'll have to find a solution on how to real-time translate the stream, because I doubt they're gonna have subtitles. If they have subtitles, we don't need to translate, because if they don't, then that's a little troublesome. Yeah. Uh, 8 a.m. UE. No, it's gonna be 11. It's gonna be 11 for EU. Do you have any tips for beginners? Do everything that gives experience. If you want to progress faster because you feel like you're behind, first off, you're not behind, you're playing against yourself. But if you want to make more progress, you can buy these crystal refreshes. Do make sure to never go above 70 crystals for 60 stamina, otherwise you're screwing yourself in value. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably look through my channel. We have a couple videos on how to gain XP fast, what to do with your resources and all that stuff like that. I think there's plenty content on YouTube that can give you more than stuff like this here. Why did I show how OP Lucas? You wanted to keep him a little longer. You know, the worst part is I don't even feel like we've made 50% of Luke work. Like, we didn't walk away today with a good save data. Nor did we manage to actually get anything useful out of him, I think. Yeah. I mean, I guess this save data is quite alright. In double stealth reload, double rapid fire. But that could have been that much better. So yeah. I didn't unlock his potential. That's also true in more ways than one. I don't even know who to pair him up properly. My go-to team is gonna be Cassius Nia. Cassius Nia Yuki is gonna be the team we're probably gonna play for the longest time during the season. Any new season cards you're excited about? If you want to know my opinion on the season cards, I have a video going over all the 17 cards. And trust me, one of those forbidden cards is an absolute banger that is going to have a mental amount of value if you combine it with the Yuki or with the Nia or with the Yuki partner. Best fragments for Nia? I'm currently just running her on defense set. As well as, I'm running her on like max HP and defense 2 pieces. And then potentially the Scarab set for the basic attacks. Luke and Lucas work together, yes, but I do not own a leveled up Lucas. I am scarily broke in character resources. Like, sure, we can get him to level 30. Sure, I can like transform these materials that are actually saved to grade him up, but look at this shit. I don't even have experience to level him up one more level. We are that broke. That is crazy. I've upgraded too many characters. Apparently, apparently having 12 characters after just, 2.5 weeks of the game is a bit too much. Tiny bit too much. Excited to see new bitch shenanigans? Oh, 100%. Best Yuki team is going to be minimum including a Nia or a Cassius, maybe both. And it might just be Yuki, Nia, and then like a third one. I don't know. We'll have to see. How do you increase the difficulty level of the Zero system? You clear a 48 or higher map. You clear level 48 or higher map to then get a promotion map from the game. You can't roll it. Yuki, Veronica, Nia? Yeah, sure. You think there will be a way for us to reset characters in the future? I hope that'd be very useful. But also think about it like this. The more the time goes on, the more seasons we're through. At some point, we're going to have everybody maxed. Do you think the devs will solve the problem with the save data? Some cards disappear after run? I mean, that's intended. The devs are at least going to tell you how it works. But it's intended so that you can't make any decks that completely break the game. There's like some rules. Unfortunately, we just don't know the rules yet. The only thing you can do is play as high of a save data cap as possible. And yeah. Who did I clear the basin with? I used a Rin team and a Renoa team. I used Rin, Ray, Mika and Renoa, Nia, Cassius. My Rin is running a bunch of slashes, right? A bunch of the Black Dancers. So that's what we did. And then it was Renoa with just a bunch of bullet discard, deck shuffle, and a Nia Cassius. What would I think of Cameron and Rin in Season 1? We don't even know how it works, right? The performance of a character should be judged based on the super bosses, or whatever they want to call them, that they're introducing. So they're introducing boss fights where you need to do the most amount of damage possible in the least amount of turns. Or not least amount of turns, but you get like a limited amount of phases and you need to do the most damage possible. That event, we don't know if it's AoE, if it's single target, if it's void damage, if it's any other element. So we'll have to see about that. Otherwise, we don't even know how the planet works, if it's more towards AoE, if it's single target, if it's mixed, what's the element of the planet, maybe does the planet have multiple elements? Too many questions. We cannot judge any character before the season even comes out. Yes, I have a video on how to gear every single character. It's already somewhere on the channel. Do you think playing into elemental advantage is necessary? No, it's absolutely not necessary. For example, if you want the safest run possible with a single target character, you want to challenge the Justice Planet, because the Justice Planet never really has more than like 1 or 2 enemies, and it also doesn't really do anything. Like, playing the Justice Planet is one of the safest planets, whereas on the other planets, there's always something that could, to a degree, go wrong. Or, for example, you go onto the Bug Planet, the Instinct Planet, without AoE, it's kind of like a death sentence. Do a Charon run? No. See, because we are only live for an hour and 39 minutes, but the last stream also was like an hour and 40 minutes. So it's time for me to say goodbye. We do see each other with a early morning stream in around 13.5 hours with the Korea stream. or JP stream. I'll also keep my eyes open for any dev notes and stuff like that. And otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. What should you spend your stamina on at level 47? Units if you're missing units. Character promotion for your hyper carries. Potential. But most importantly, zero system right side gear drops. Or just, yeah, zero system is like the biggest bang for your buck. Alright, appreciate it, people. Been a pleasure as usual. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so. Yeah, peace. Good stuff.